Imagine discovering the world's most popular drink because your goat started dancing. Not metaphorically, actually dancing. More than 1,000 years ago, in the highlands of Ethiopia, a young goat herder noticed something strange. His exhausted animals suddenly became hyperactive after eating bright red berries from a wild tree. That small moment would eventually change the entire planet. Today, over 2 billion cups of coffee are consumed every single day. But almost nobody knows the real story of where coffee truly came from, or how Ethiopia accidentally gave the world one of its biggest obsessions. And the craziest part? Coffee was never supposed to become a drink in the first place. The story begins in a region called Kaffa in southwestern Ethiopia. Dense forests, cool mountain air, wild coffee trees growing naturally long before humans understood what they were. Now here's where the famous legend appears. A goat herder, often called Kaldi, notices his goats refusing to sleep after eating berries from a certain plant. Curious, he tries them himself and suddenly feels unusually energetic and alert. He takes the berries to a nearby monastery, but according to the legend, the monks think the berries are dangerous and throw them into a fire. Then, something unexpected happens. An incredible aroma fills the air. The roasted beans smell so good that the monks rake them out of the fire, crush them, and mix them with hot water. And just like that, coffee is born. Yes. Ethiopia is not just associated with coffee. It is the biological birthplace of Arabica, coffee itself. That means the original wild coffee forests still exist there today. Before coffee became cafes, brands, or morning routines, it was growing naturally in Ethiopian forests for centuries. But here's the detail. Most videos leave out. Early Ethiopians probably did not drink coffee the way we do now. Some communities crushed coffee cherries together with animal fat to create energy-rich travel food for long journeys and hunting trips. Think about that for a second. The world's favorite beverage may have started more like an ancient energy bar. Later, Ethiopian spiritual communities discovered something even more valuable. Coffee helped people stay awake during long nighttime prayers. This is where coffee's connection to religion becomes extremely important. From Ethiopia, coffee crossed the Red Sea into Yemen through ancient trade routes. Sufi Muslim communities began using coffee to maintain focus during worship and meditation. And that changed everything. Because Yemen transformed coffee from a local Ethiopian plant into an international commodity. Ports like Mocha became global coffee centers. Traders carried coffee across the Middle East, North Africa, and eventually Europe. At first, many people in Europe feared coffee. Some called it the devil's drink. Others believed it made people think too much, which is honestly ironic, because coffee houses later became places where revolutions, business empires, newspapers, and scientific ideas were born. Entire economies changed because of a plant from Ethiopian forests. But while coffee conquered the world, Ethiopia kept something unique that many countries lost. Coffee remained deeply personal. In Ethiopia, coffee is not just caffeine. It's ceremony, respect, conversation, community. Traditional Ethiopian coffee ceremonies can last hours. Green beans are roasted by hand in front of guests. The smell fills the room. Coffee is brewed slowly in a clay pot called a jabina. People sit together, talk together, and share time together. That's very different from modern coffee culture where people rush through takeaway cups while checking notifications. In many ways, Ethiopia preserved coffee's original human meaning while the rest of the world industrialized it. And there's another surprising truth. Ethiopia still has thousands of natural coffee varieties growing in the wild. Most countries grow carefully controlled coffee farms. Ethiopia still holds massive genetic diversity inside its forests. That matters because climate change is threatening coffee worldwide. So the birthplace of coffee may also become the key to saving coffee's future. The story comes full circle. A wild Ethiopian plant once changed the world, and now the world may depend on Ethiopia again. So next time you drink coffee, remember, you're not just drinking a beverage. You're participating in a story that began in the forests of Ethiopia centuries ago, with wild trees, ancient rituals, trade routes, spiritual traditions, and one unforgettable legend about dancing goats. And honestly, that morning cup probably has a deeper history than almost anything else in your kitchen. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more untold stories from Ethiopian history and culture.